Next up is Presso. Come on up.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Valeria, and I'm here to present you Presso. Presso is a new concept store to experience Italian lifestyle. Actually, the thing is, like, I have a problem because I live in a city center just here in Milan, but like my house is kind of small. So sometimes if I wanted to invite people, I cannot invite more than 6 persons. And I love to have party with people and to invite other person. Moreover, restaurant can be really crowded and sometimes there's too many people. Moreover, I start to realize, because I have a lot of foreigner friends, that people love the way we eat, the way we live. I have this American girl, and every time she comes to my house, she's just staring at me while I'm preparing coffee, with the mocha. So, and by the way, I'm not the only one of thinking this kind of stuff, because also Oscar Farinetti was saying something like this. So here is the idea of Presso, is one solution to 2 problems. So on one side, we have customers that live in small place in big city, and they want flexibility. On the other side, we have vendors, great Italian companies that they want to showcase their products and get in touch with customers. So here is the idea of Presso. Is a new format, is a retail format that means to be a franchising. So it's a place like your dream house that you can rent for as much time as you want, and you can use your house to invite other people and enjoy the experiential environment. So here is how it works. So on one side we have customers. So you go online, it's like car sharing or bike sharing. You go online and you book the place. Moreover, you can tailor-made your experience because you can choose other services. For example, if you don't know how to cook, we can provide you a chef. Or if you don't want to clean, we're going to provide you the cleaning. So it's like a low-cost model. So we have the rental fees, and then we have the auxiliary services. On the other side, we have great company that they want to get in touch in a new way with their customers. So they can use Presso like a new showcase. And of course, we do product placement. So they're going to pay us to put their stuff in our store. So here is our competitors. Basically, Presso is a new entertainment way. So our competitors are restaurant, movie theater, home, and social eating like Plungy. But we think we are more flexible because, the price, actually you can customize your price, and also you can customize your experience because it's bigger than your house, and it's changing because every 6 months we're going to change the furniture. So here, this is kind of my little risico because I think there's great potential for my idea and for our idea, of course. And so our target are big cities in the world. So people, high educated people from 28 to 55 years old, and it's in big cities around 10 to 15% of the population. So it's a huge market because it's something really new. Here is some numbers. Actually, right now we are just testing our model. We're gonna open the first point of sale in Milan, but I think if the first point of sale, we need to prove the model. We can do a franchising, and so we can really grow. And with 38 point of sale, we can generate an EBIT of 15 millions because the revenue streams are rents, auxiliary services, and product placement. Here is something we are really proud because we didn't open yet the store, but we already have great partners and they already write a lot about us. And sometimes it's so funny, they call me and they ask me, can I book at your place? And I have to say, sorry, we are not open yet. So really people that they want to use this service. And of course, we won some award. So here is our wonderful team, and what is great is we are really different because I'm an engineering and I work in consultancy and at L'Oreal. Then of course we have our architect that is not here right now because he's in the location doing the work, the hard work, and he was the project manager for Zara. So he really has experience of building the model. And then of course there's Claudio. He studied anthropology and he's going to be in charge of marketing and sales, and he worked for a Largo Consumo. It's a great review in Italy. So here what we need actually is 120 €1,000 in order to test our model. But the great point is that we already put some money in it, and also we have sponsors that they're going to give us a product for €300,000. So thank you for your attention, and this is Presso, if you want to be Italian for one night. Oh, no question? Thank you. That's great.
So it's interesting. I don't understand how it's a technology company at all, actually.
Well, actually, it's not, and it is, because in this location we're gonna use some new technology like augmented reality in order to, because I'm not really a technical person, but we're gonna showcase, for example, a new kind of seat, and then with like an application you can use and to see all different models. So it's like all about real augmentation reality. And then also on the web page, actually you can actually see before going to the location everything that is going to be in the location. So it's not technology, but it's like from technology to real. So in the web page, we're gonna have 3D. You can see how the location it is, but then it's like actually a real physical location. So you're right; it's not really a technology project.
If you want to partner with somebody from augmented reality, another Seedcamp company called Seedar.
Oh no, that's great. Yeah. Actually, we are looking for a partner as well. So that's great. Thank you.
Just saying. Yeah.
You mentioned you have this model, the low-cost model, and it's smart because you allow people to choose what they want. If they want to do everything, they can do it on their own. They pay a little. But you also have these ancillary services. And as you add those on to a customer, they say, yes, I want the cook, I want cleaning, etc. Have you looked into your costs with regards to having a set of services that you have to have dedicated in order to ensure that if tomorrow I want to book and I want to cook, that you can find one? How flexible is the model? Have you looked at these service providers to ensure that you can do that also being low cost from your side?
Yeah, of course. It's not actually we're gonna use like outside furniture. So of course for some kind of services you have to have like 2 days of advance. So in our web page we're gonna have like partnership with the chef, and actually it's not our cost. So the price is set from the chef. So it's the chef that set the price, and we just have like a commission. And the availability it's also, so you have to check online, and so it's up to them if they want to have new customers, because right now there's really like huge movement that chefs that want to go to house and cook. So we're gonna have different chefs, and they're gonna kind of compete between them. So it's up to them. If they want to be more flexible and have more clients, they have to be sure to be in also like with 1 day of advice. And also something I didn't mention about the locals, also the price is going to vary. It's like locals fly. So like Monday morning, if the demand is not really high, the price is going down because we don't have fixed costs compared to restaurant. So here's also the technology. We have an algorithm, and actually we want to protect this algorithm that is it's able to generate the price according to the demand.
Not have a fixed cost. I mean, you have the location.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we don't have fixed costs compared to a restaurant. We just have like fixed costs. We just have the location. But if you look to a restaurant, we don't have like employees. We just have one store manager, and then we don't have to manage the food store. In a restaurant, 40% of like the cost is the manage of food. And we don't have this cost, so it's a big advantage, and we can generate cash flow quite easily.
I would like to congratulate, because intellectually it's very stimulating what you did, but first of all, I don't know if this is going to be a company if you don't become a tech company. I mean, I'll tell you how I see it. First of all, and also, if it's a great company, a new idea, I don't care if it's not tech.
Okay.
But is there anybody who is doing it in the world in another shape and form? Because this is a very important question, because it is possible to do these things. You can invent a new Airbnb or a new car sharing. But if you were looking very closely, actually there were some people that were trying to do something like that, and just it was not possible to do it because the internet was missing and this kind of thing. While I've not heard people doing what you're trying to do. So is it something a bit like theoretical, or have you seen someone doing this in some shape or form? This is my first question.
Okay.
Second question is, this sounds to me enormously complex. Very complex.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do franchising, normally the model has to be quite simple.
Yeah.
I mean, franchising can be very successful, but to be replicated needs to be quite simple. So I believe that where you're starting now is still a bit, a lot to be changed. So there is a lot of execution. I mean, you're gonna have to, before you find a model, it's not gonna be short. That's my opinion. But have you thought about it? I mean, how can you limit the complexity? You cannot invent new thing, and people pushing you with product placement. Like complexity is absolutely, unthinkable. I mean, what it can become. It's at the end. If you look at McDonald's, it doesn't have the same number of dishes of Gordon Ramsay, right? Because that's why you can replicate it. It's it's a franchise, needs to be relatively simple.
Yeah, I know.
So that's two questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the second question. So about complexity, yes, we know it's really complex, but this is also a challenge. So we're gonna try with the first point of sale, and we're gonna try to simplify the model. So this is our challenge. This is why we just ask 120,000 euro, because in order to do a franchising, we have to test the model. So I think right now we already have the location. We're already working with like an architect in order to find also like in the architecture like the great to simplify everything. So with the second question, yes, there is something similar. Like in Spain, they have like this cocina condivisa. It's like a place, it's like a huge room with a kitchen that you can rent and do, like a party. But it's like social, it's not like a company, it's like more a club. Yeah. And also like in French, there's like this really nice restaurant in Paris, it's called Derrière. And it's like it's a restaurant like a house. So there is something similar, but we're gonna put together also like the Italian, Italian.
I understand, but it's fundamental. You understand them so well, right? I mean, it's because there are all the seeds of how to make it work at the beginning. Right?
Actually, we are studying them, and also we are studying all these new formats. Right now, there's like really like in a restaurant right now, like let's say Feltrinelli is doing something with food, and like there's like a mixture between food and other stuff. So we are really studying. I think this is the great challenge to study the model, and actually it's really fun, and this is why we love this project also.
Okay, a big part of, I guess, being Italian or having an Italian experience is the quality of the food and the produce.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how you can replicate that all around the world.
Well, actually, like in Italy, the model is gonna work kind of different. Like abroad, we're gonna have like a fixed service. It's gonna be the chef. So we're gonna do partnership with chef. So we're gonna actually teach how to cook to other people. I'm not a great cook. Just one example, and then I'm done. I'm not a great cook, but like when I was in America and I cook for my friends, they were like amazed, and I just make pasta. So I think every Italian can do some, So it's just like to be in touch with Italian culture.
So it doesn't take much to impress, is what you're saying.
Well, basically.
That's all.
Well, thank you. Thank you.